Hey guys, Rob Mitchell here. Thanks for joining me for day trading pro trader algo secrets using the ultimate trend identification system and structured lines. I think you're going to like it. Yeah. Differences that make a different series. And in this one, I'm going to show you something that we've been doing forever. And I'm going to show you some tools that can turbocharge that in a powerful way for you. Yeah. First off, past performance not necessarily indicative of future results. There's a risk of loss trading futures. Don't use grocery money for trading. Yeah. Okay, so the methods I show you in these YouTube videos are intended to show you various ways you can establish components to a successful day trading system. And for these examples, we use tools that we know that work. Yeah, because we've been using them forever. Yeah. And we'll show historical results in trade markers test, and we'll do that in a minute. Yeah. This video is for an entirely new algo product based on things that we've been successful with since the beginning of the trading rooms and before. In fact, my entire career, is based on this concept that sits behind this. Yeah. It's also based on two 4-quadrant concepts. If you go to IndicatorSmart, you can learn about the 4-quadrant of trading system design. Those would be price action and trend and momentum, and the tendency for momentum cycle expansion and divergence. Yeah. It's also connected with other resources we've used in the past that the smart momentum knows. This is a phrase we use in the members of trading room use forever. Yeah, smart momentum knows, the smart momentum knows. Yeah. And so in this video, we're going to show you a tool set that can take advantage of these things in powerful ways and even let you know when it's happening in advance, in addition to other features. So there are two of the indicators in this package. One shows you the market structure and the price action that we just discussed. Yeah. And then there's another one that also is related to something that I've long taught called the reference structure, price reference structure. Yeah. The other one shows you the T2 divergence pattern that I've taught as long as I've been doing what I do. Yeah. Teaching and as I mentioned earlier before. Yeah. And so, but one thing that I might not have mentioned, I'm sure I've mentioned if you're in the trading room, is that once this pattern sets up, it tends to persist until you get pattern going the other way. And this is known as the Smart Ultimate Trend Identification System, UTIS for short. Now, all that's coded for you to take advantage in these two indicators. It's pretty amazing. I think you're going to like it. So let's move towards that. Yeah. So you have the Smart Trend Tool Package, which includes Smart Ultimate Trend Identification System and the Smart Structured Lines. And we combine that with the Smart Momentum and the Smart Super Renko price bars. The Smart Momentum and the price bars are the heart of the system. There's 6 different factors that you can contribute with this system that I've identified. There might be more to the signals that you can get from these tools. So you can combine these in any way that you like. For all kinds of combinations and flexibility. So one is there's going to be a background color associated with a price action trend, green and red. And then there is a color in the Smart Momentum panel itself. We're going to look at a chart in a second, And then 3 and 4 of the 6 are, look at the trend lines on the chart. The trend lines will show you if there's no opposing trend line, then that might be a bit better than if there is, or at least have enough room to move before you touch one, So we call this an open area, open area. And you'll see what that is. I marked them on the chart that we're going to look at in a second. Look for the T2 signals themselves. These are the with trend divergence patterns. It'll mark them on there for you in advance. Notice the white lines, it'll draw them on there as they're setting up. So then you consider the distance of the open zone lines, and is there enough room to grow to get into a successful trade? These 6 factors can lead to many themes and variations. So it depends on the way you want to use it, or possibly you'd use it in different contexts. Okay, including pattern classifications that you can use to establish win percentages and things like that, especially with a tool like trade markers. So further, it'll show you pending patterns that you can anticipate. And it also has features for coding easily with Shark Indicators Bloodhound. It comes with a chart template, even so you like be set up and running in minutes. Yeah. So this is a chart. You can see here, these are the T2 patterns. The T2 patterns happen when this goes lower in an uptrend. And then what it does is it draws that on there for you, and it'll be drawing it even before it happens. Most of the time, it could conceivably end up drawing it like in the last minute, but usually it'll set up any number of bars beforehand. It certainly did on this one. Yeah, a few bars in advance. Yeah, and then it actually marks the T2 pattern for you right there and right there. Okay, so these are the T2 patterns. I just drew yellow lines to different T2 patterns. Yeah, and you've got your background color in your smart momentum. You've got your background color on the main chart. Yeah, and then it sets up the T2 patterns. For the test that I did today, I just keep it real simple. I use the background colors on the main chart, and I use the T2 pattern. So you sell this. You don't sell against the background color there. No. You buy this, you sell these over here. And so, and this is just as simple as it is. Yeah. We've been doing this forever. Works really nicely, and it's easy to understand and grasp. The other thing that I had mentioned that I've identified is, of course, the lines here. So if I'm taking a long trade, do I have some room to get to open? Or in cases like over in here, I'm in an open zone. Yeah. So if you're firing, you could even use the open zone concept as part of a standalone, or there's many other ways that you could derive signals out of this. But the basic test I'm going to do is based on the background colors and the T2s, setting up consistent with that, those structured lines. Yeah. So what I try to show you in these videos is where to look. Yeah, and I've shown you any number of different things that you can combine into a trading system. And I teach all kinds of patterns like this in the trading room daily. Yeah. So with this system, you'll find that to be pretty intuitive. Yeah. And you can try the different themes and variations and find your favorite one. Like I said, for this video, just using the background color and the T2 and trading in that direction. So as always, your exploration of the concepts is encouraged. Yeah. That's the idea behind these videos. Yeah, this gets you getting intuitive and understanding these kinds of patterns. Yeah. So let's take a look at a trade marker report for the last couple of days. We've been trading these patterns, like I said, for years in a live trading environment. So, we don't need to run a bajillion back tests. I don't like back testing anyways. I like much better, and we've done this for years. I got tens of thousands of hours of screen time. You see the pattern setting up and you go, I think there's a pattern going on here. And then we test it. That's very different from extracting or using optimization to find patterns that you don't even know exist, and that probably don't in the end game. Yeah. If you've been doing this for any length of time, you probably know what I'm talking about. You do optimization and then it immediately fails. That kind of stuff is not something that I try to put before you. Yeah. So these are some of the trades. I did a couple of days in the ES. I know like a lot of you like to trade the ES. Background color went constant over in here. And we just got our T2s. Like I said, it'll tell you in advance. T2, 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 T2. T2, and then this one was a loser, and then it started picking these guys up over here again. T2 is a really awesome with trend pattern. And why is that the case? As I said, once it sets up, it tends to persist in that direction until you get one going the other way. Until you get one going the other way. And when you combine that with the structure, it's very, very powerful algo. So this is the result of the test. Yeah, I have a break even stop on there, 4, 8, and 16 ticks, stop loss 13 ticks. And as you can see, this works very well, about 88% on the first target, all of them being above 80, 84% overall. Win percent. It's that simple. So there's many themes and variations, like I said. You could also use it in conjunction with other tools and get even more probability stacking. You're getting probability stacking within this scenario with the 4-quadrant design. You could also combine this with other tools like Trap Trader Oscillator Advanced. Certainly. And improve it or narrow down to even more specific kinds of signals. So Smart Trend Tools System Algo chart in the past. We use the Smart Super Renko price bars. We use the Smart Momentum, Smart Trade Markers for the testing. If you'd like to get this toolkit and you don't already have the Smart Momentum and the Smart Super Renko price bars or Smart Trade Markers, add them to your cart separately. Now for this powerhouse, use the coupon codes. Now, what are the coupon codes? Now, let me put those on here for you. Now, coupon codes. Now, use the coupon codes. I'm not sure which one would apply for this, depending on what you did, if you got trade markers and everything. Trade markers is already on sale. This doesn't include sale items. And I actually put the Smart Trend Tools on sale. We'll probably run that for about a week. So take advantage of that. So you don't need a coupon just for the Smart Trend Tools. But if you're going to add some other things in there, take advantage of the coupon if you can. So if you like this video, subscribe to the channel. I would like to, anytime we post these, you'd be notified. And if you'd like to learn more about what we do, actually all the links here are on IndicatorSmart.com. So go to that one first. There's also links in there to the trading rooms and etc. Also, there's a page on IndicatorSmart about manifesting your future. Manifesting your future can be a big game changer for you. For anybody, not just traders. That goes way beyond just trading. So, all right, guys, that's what I got for you today. We're going on the weekend here, and sure hope that you enjoy this over the weekend. And thanks for joining me, and we'll see you all in the next one.